Pastor Josh here. We're reading 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 19. Never suffer alone. And this is a choice you get to make as you suffer. And the suffering that we all experience will come our way. It's not a question of if we will suffer, if some fiery trial will come upon us. No, we're promised that it will come. And it's not just to the Christian, it's to every person. It's almost by definition what it means to be a human in this fallen world is that disaster will come upon us, and it can be truly a disaster, or it can kind of be of those precursors of a disaster that really in the big scheme of things aren't really that bad, but they sure do throw off your day, and they sure do make you upset. Talk about all of the suffering that you go through. You never have to suffer alone. I hope you truly do have a community that you can pour yourself into and that you can have walk alongside you as you are suffering. But more importantly, most importantly, is that Christ is suffering to you, and you have an opportunity to entrust your soul to your Creator. So let us read this verse together. Therefore, Peter's just been talking about suffering, talking about judgment. He says, therefore, let those who suffer according to God's will, so those that are suffering for doing what is right, or circumstances are coming upon them, that they're not suffering for doing wrong. They're not paying consequences for sinning. So suffering according to God's will, here's what we're told. The command, entrust their souls to a faithful Creator while doing good. I just want to look at that word entrust. And that word right there is the same word. This is the Monday after Easter. This is the same word that Jesus, when he was dying on the cross, when he said, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. Commit. Jesus was saying, okay, this is it. It's finished. I'm dying and I'm sending my soul to you. Into your hands I commit my spirit, echoing those words that Jesus said on the cross. So when we are suffering, we are to have that same mind that Christ has, which we were reminded of at the beginning of chapter 4 in Peter, that we entrust our souls. We do not suffer alone. We give our souls for God to watch over and keep, recognizing that he himself suffered, and he suffered for never ever doing anything wrong. So especially those times that you are suffering, and it's not because you are eating the consequences for some sort of silly sin, but just circumstantial suffering that you are going through, or if you're suffering because you are obeying Christ and you're doing what you're supposed to do. You need to take that time to entrust your soul to a faithful Creator, not just a regular old creator. God created you, of course, but we could conceive of a God that created you and don't care about you. But that's not the God that exists. The God that is true is one that cares about you, that's a faithful Creator that will be faithful to you. So entrust your soul to this faithful Creator, to your faithful God, while doing good. And that's important, that as we're suffering, we don't use it as an opportunity to sin. We don't use it as an opportunity to pull away from God. No, even more so, we need to double down. We need to come closer to our Lord and trust our souls to a most faithful Creator. Never suffer alone. I pray that has been a blessing to you, and I'll see you in the next video.